Welcome to C.D.C. Unfiltered. We are chronic, determined, and coping. Join us as we try to break through the fog blah, 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 of today's healthcare system, or lack thereof, and watch me get my new mouth. We are not medical professionals. This information is for educational purposes only and collective support. We are,
I'm Cara, and I'm chronically ill.
and I am Donna, and I'm determined to figure out how to speak, apparently.
And I am Crystal, and I am doing my damnedest to cope through this whatever we got going on.
We are three chronically ill women trying to help each other navigate not only the healthcare system, but our own bodies, and we are trying to see what we can do to improve our lives each and every day. Welcome to episode 12. If you are new here, please like and subscribe and share with any like-minded individuals you might know.
Hello, ladies. Episode 12. Take a second for that. Episode 12. That deserves something. Sorry. Needed to stop there for a second.
Also, we do need to discuss how we're going to track our episodes as we continue on this little journey of ours, because we have gotten to episode 12. So we have to figure out, like, when are we going to do season 2 and how many episodes and all that fun stuff. So that's got to come down the pipeline eventually, right?
Yeah.
Just going to put that in the notes.
If anybody out there has any suggestions or has any experience with doing stuff like this, let us know. We would welcome the help.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Cara, how you doing over there? You look like you don't feel too well.
Yeah, no, I've been sick this week.
I didn't mean to just flat out say you look like shit, but you do.
Oh, no, I do. I do. I know I do. I can tell because I'm covered in animal right now, so that's always a sign.
Yeah.
How many?
Well, right now it's 2.
Okay.
That's partially because my husband's in the attic again. And the other dog is completely freaked out and doesn't know whether or not he should be barking or hiding.
Got it. Okay,
Poor
so he's in
guy.
the confused state.
It's okay, buddy. Mr. Jinko.
Cara, are you sick? Are you flare sick? Because we do have to
specify.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know. I'm so tired. And I have like medicine head with no medicine. And everything's so heavy. The air is heavy, so it's a little hard to like take deep breaths and things like that. Everything feels heavy. Walking, I feel like I got the cinder blocks on my feet, and all I want to do is sleep, and that's what I've done. Anybody, if you know me from work, I don't take off if I'm sick, but I did leave both Thursday and Friday because I had to go lay down. And I'm just sleeping a lot.
We are recording this on January 25th, 2026. We are located in Florida, for anybody listening. And so we don't have any of the crazy weather, but we do have that low pressure from that crazy weather up north that could be pushing in, that could also be affecting you. Because I know for me, at about like, I want to say it was like, I'm not even kidding, like 11:35, I was sitting and I was like, oh, the pressure just came in, and immediately had to go for one of my rescue meds because I could feel it hit.
Yeah, it just feels like I'm in quicksand, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired.
Crystal, you feel the same way?
Well, it's funny that you say that it feels heavy because literally before you got on the call, Cara, Donna and I were talking, and we both were talking about how we're tired and heavy.
Yeah, just exhausted too. It's like this beyond tired, beyond fatigue. Like my body's been up for 3 days, but my mind has plenty of time to nap. But then like thinking is exhausting too. My soup helps. In fact, my husband's in the process of making more.
We have stated before that we are not a political channel, but if any of us disappear, then we cannot have our channel. So I do have to state that the heaviness of today's world is also not helping anybody's situation.
No. Mm-mm. And my son lives in North Carolina, so he's currently living at his job. He's a chef at, like, I guess, a assisted living type situation, and he was scheduled to work, so they actually offered up if anybody that was working wanted to stay, to not have to drive in the ice and things like that. So he's actually staying at his job right now. I'm probably a little stressed out about that because it's like the ice and things like that. That'll be his first year dealing with anything like that. And ice is bad, just terrible. So I'm probably concerned about that. But it doesn't feel like this, like, it's not the stress heavy. It's like, it's so physical. It's so physical. Hard to get out of bed.
Yeah, it's like my body's heavy, but my mind's exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
weird. But yeah, the weather could
Hard to
definitely be
focus.
doing something with that.
It's
Wait.
super hard to focus.
It is.
Well, and if anybody's watching us, I am outside right now, and it does look like it's a beautiful day. Blue skies, blue everything. It is, however, 88 degrees right now. And I think we're supposed to drop to what, high 30s tomorrow.
Mhm.
So we're
Yeah.
definitely going through a very weird pressure.
Yeah.
Florida doesn't really know what it wants to be with its life right now. So when we talk about the fact that, like, we have really weird weather, I know it looks beautiful behind me, but trust me, that's just what it looks like. That's it.
Yeah. It's
Somebody
very thick.
posted a joke that Florida is not participating in winter this weekend because we are the only one that is like in the yellows and the oranges on the maps.
Yeah.
But Florida will be participating tomorrow.
Yeah.
And now, granted, I am not one to like, our weather people, in my opinion, aren't very good. So I don't really listen to them for far out. But I looked at the 10-day forecast, and we do not get to 70 at all in the 10-day forecast. We're in the 60s as a high.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Which sounds so ridiculous when everybody I'm seeing, it's like, oh, it's -1 with a wind chill of -35, and I can't even fathom that. But
I saw it was -22. So somewhere.
My boss, on Friday when we were working, we have like a group chat thing that we do because we work from home, and she was like, it's -32 right now. And I'm like,
well, and it was the afternoon too. It was like
I
1, 2
literally said,
o'clock, like midday. It
I
wasn't.
literally said, like, I'd be working from my bed. And she said that her eyes weren't good enough to work off just the laptop. And everybody in my department was like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we get that. But -32?
I can't even
She said,
understand that.
she said that they got a warning on their phone. Like, we get like high
Mhm.
winds. She
Yeah.
got possibility of exploding trees.
Mhm.
Yes, they do explode when it gets cold because the water freezes, and yeah.
I looked up a video. If anybody has never heard of exploding trees, it's insane.
It sounds like you're in
That's just
war.
crazy. It's crazy. I saw videos, and I'm good. She's not even in like Alaska. She's in Wisconsin. So she's very north in the United States. Exploding trees.
The last time I ever experienced anything like that, Crystal, was a few years before we moved down here, and we had some like crazy like ice storm hit the island. And I walked out in like the middle of the night, and you could hear the branches breaking because the ice was so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So like it wasn't exploding, but you could hear the creaky, and it's weird. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's creepy. I can remember that noise from the tree branches cracking and
I was about to
stuff and
say,
being so
Cara
heavy.
actually lived up north for a little bit. I was born up north, but I've lived in the state of Florida for unfortunately, the majority of my life, so I can't speak on experiencing those crazy.
Weather.
Yeah, no.
And ladies, I just realized that we just became the memes that our parents received when AOL first started, of the people from Florida calling the people from New York when they would get their snowstorms. We just became that meme.
We did. Yep.
We've come full circle, ladies.
Yes. He's living at his job.
Too fast.
Yeah.
Too fast.
So I don't know if anybody else is feeling. I think we lost Crystal.
We
Anybody
just
else
lost her.
is
Yep.
feeling that like weird, heavy, just heaviness?
It's bad. It's it almost feels like when you're trying to get over the flu or a really bad cold
Mm-hmm.
and you're still dragging because it feels like you have the heavy weights on your limbs. So
Mm-hmm.
like just to get up to do anything is super duper hard and just exhausting,
It is.
right?
It's yes, just absolutely. I'm like, okay, get up, take a shower,
Hmm.
put some clean clothes on. It'll make you feel
Hmm.
better. That was like a 3-hour ordeal.
Yes.
And I don't feel any better, but I'm sure I smell a lot better, so that's probably nice. I don't know. I can't smell, so
Oh no.
it's not letting me back in, Crystal said.
That is so weird. Hold on. Technical difficulties, everybody. I do apologize for anybody listening. We are doing this from our homes. We are all in separate locations, so technical difficulties doesn't happen, and I cannot edit these out, so these will be in the video.
That's okay. That is okay.
We at least you know that we're our authentic selves. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, this is true. I did good though, Donna. I did good. I did not work all day Thursday and all day Friday and all day Saturday this week. I went in, I did a couple of things both Thursday and Friday, and then I got out of there and went and laid down and rest. I got like 5-hour naps in because I could leave work early.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of those where it's not even a nap anymore, it's a sleep. So
Almost like a
that was
mini
good.
coma.
Yeah, so that was good. In fact, the dog barking at the husband in the attic I didn't even remember that. So
That's
that
when
was
you know
good.
your body really needs it.
Yeah. And I don't take that ever. I don't take that if I'm hurting. I don't take that if I'm sick. I have worked on my laptop from hospitals and everything else in the past. So been better about that the past like 2 years, but no more this year. And this tired. Like I would have fallen asleep at my computer anyway.
Serious.
Oh yeah. I definitely would have been falling asleep at my computer.
See, that's how I felt when I went on disability. I could barely keep my eyes open.
Yeah, it's everything is so heavy. So heavy.
And for anybody listening, I am disabled. I've been on disability for a couple of years now. Um, it's a constant battle when you are fighting something that you don't know how you are gonna feel. So like I'm gonna read you this thing that I read today. Chronic illness is trying to work out how many things you will have to skip to be able to do that thing you really have to do in 2 weeks' time, but also ensuring that you will have the time to recover after that thing before you have to do the next thing.
Mm, mm. Yeah. You
And
got me
and
this
I feel like
week.
That sums it up a lot. And then there she is.
I don't know what happened. The app would not open.
You
She
had to do
was
the IT reset. It's
she was
fine.
stuck in the upside down.
She was. She was.
I tried to turn my phone upside down. You stayed normal.
We were just talking about how it's so hard to be chronically ill because you have to basically, save spoons to do the things, and then you have to make sure you have enough time to recover after you do the thing. And then you get sick or you flare up or the weather changes, and then all of a sudden the energy you thought you had, you don't have anymore.
Right.
Hmm.
Like Cara, last week we did a mold test at my house,
Yeah.
and we were gonna try to do a deep clean. I say try. With what
Mhm.
energy? Um, I did get the steam cleaner out.
Ooh,
I was able to do part of the floor in my bathroom, and then my head exploded, and that was it.
that's
Yeah.
something. You're getting
Yeah.
there.
So part of it's clean, but we still have to do a deep clean of the kitchen, a deep clean of the other bathroom, and then we have to do a retest before we can even see if that even helped.
Right.
Right. So how that would go for me, I'd get that one room done. And then I'd have to wait till the following weekend to do the other room. It,
Right.
which of course it's essentially the same as having like 4 2-year-olds while you're trying to clean, because you turn around and what you did clean is dirty before you come back out of it again,
Yep.
basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And my husband, he's like, first of all, he could eat a lot of food at one sitting. And he's, of course, tall and thin. But every night after dinner, like the other night, I'm out there and kind of cleaned up, and he does this little evening snack, and I'll be like, "Damn!" Before I even wake up, like, I
Cinnamon
got to
rolls on a
walk
counter.
my head about doing the stove again. But that's a me that's a me problem. But I feel for you. The deep cleaning, I gotta have a good week to
Well,
get
no,
through the regular one.
but that's the thing. Like, you don't. I barely have the energy to do like the regular cleaning, let alone like a
Right.
deep, thorough cleaning of anything.
Yeah.
And then, because you also have to look at your week and go, okay, well, what do I have to get done during the week?
Right.
Like, is there other stuff that I have to do? Because if there is, then I can't do those things because that's just never gonna happen.
Yeah.
But at the same rate, if this is what is making you sicker, you have to prioritize yourself. So you kind of have to
Right.
prioritize getting it done.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what do you
Mm-hmm. But you
deprioritize?
don't.
That's the problem.
But you don't even. But you don't even know if that's gonna even help,
Right.
right? Because like, what if you do this and the test is the same exact as the last one that you did, and you're like, well, what the hell? It's a you know
Process?
we didn't know that we had to become little mini scientists when we got older to try to figure out what was going to go on.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have paid more attention to how they discovered things and conclusions and how they wrote this stuff out because that's not the kind of brain I have.
I was just watching something a little while ago on a possible new breakthrough that they've done with chronically ill patients. It's a really big deal. They have been tracking about 300,000 chronically ill individuals, um, and what they're finding is that it is more common than not that these people all have some type of thiamine deficiency.
Hmm.
I don't know if anybody's heard anything about this yet or not, It's in its very beginning stages, and I don't have any articles to reference or anything like that yet, but I think it's something to watch. If anybody hears anything further about it, let us know, and I will keep tracking that down to see what further information that I can get. But essentially, thiamine is what's thiamine? It's actually one of our B vitamins. Is what thiamine is.
Mm-hmm.
So, to my understanding, it's very similar with many of our vitamins. Like, I'll give you an example: is the magnesium, right? Magnesium. If you're low on magnesium, what that means is that there's a low amount of magnesium within your bloodstream. But the stuff that's in your bloodstream doesn't make a lick of difference. It's the magnesium that's actually in your cells. So they're assuming by testing your magnesium that the magnesium, if it's low in the blood, it'll also be low in the cells. But they don't know how much. They don't know. It's kind of just this whole time gone on a theory. Now they got some more things coming out with like micronutrient testings and things like that. And this is where they're starting to find some trends and find some things to actually compare. And I think it's going to get pretty big if they continue to research it. And with things the way they are today, we'll have to see, how that actually goes. But it did sound promising. So I'll keep trying to find more info on that and share that information with everybody as I find it too. But I thought that was very interesting and something that they've never been able to test before. And then to go for such a huge test, like you'll see studies on some of these things, and it's like they took 100 people.
Right.
100 people? You mean to tell me that's all you can find? Because I could give you 100 people right now. Okay.
Exactly.
Like,
100. Okay.
that's not, but this was
That's going to tell you a lot.
300,000.
That's a good amount.
300,000.
That's a lot.
So yeah, so it looks promising. So I'll send you guys each some info, and I'll continue to talk about it on here too as I get more info.
Heck yeah.
That's nice. Little piece of hope in a shitty day,
Right?
you know.
So, Cara, did you go to one of your doctors this week?
I did. I did. I did.
How did that
Yep.
go?
So it was to go over my labs technically. And basically that was the lab portion was, my sugars, they're dropping under 40, which is that's very scary. But
A bit.
also on top of that, they are my hemoglobin A1C went up, so there's a little confusion there. My thyroid stuff went back to normal, so that's good. So it certainly isn't my thyroid making me all tired like this. And I did mention to her that I was sick and that it quite often goes straight to pneumonia. And she said that normally when her patients are sick, she tells them to go to the walk-in. But, since I'm here already, um, but she didn't listen to my lungs.
Wasn't this a wellness visit?
We didn't talk a whole lot about it. Crystal's had a similar experience with this lady too. That led Crystal to some good questions too. Crystal, you had some good questions. What was your first good question you were talking about? Since when?
Oh, thank you.
Doctors.
Yeah, so okay, so you were sick and you went in and in that conversation you were even like, well, you've been prone to pneumonia. She didn't even listen to your lungs.
No.
When did it become like faux pas for doctors to actually look at their patients?
Yeah, I would like to know.
Yep. So, and
Because
if
this isn't the first scenario I've heard of this.
no, and we've had three visits between Crystal and I with the same person, and I don't think that we're going to work on a fourth at all. And the office manager at this office knows us very well because it's the same office that we saw our last doctor at, who we had seen for over 20 years. So she's very aware of who we are. I'm not going to say we get along, but she's aware of who we are. There is another lady in the office that's really good, and I think that it would be good for us to switch to her as a primary instead. And
Yeah.
the last I'd heard, she wasn't taking any patients. But I think if we go to that office manager and explain why, that we can probably get in. And then,
Especially if you explain what you just explained to us about seeing a doctor, advising that you're sick, and that who stated that, and then didn't listen to your lungs. I don't think that office manager is going to be too happy about that.
No. I would hope
no,
not.
Right.
Well, and
we'll see.
the same lady, I have something going on, and she's like, "Oh, I can't do anything for you. I'm going to send you to a GI." I get to the GI, and they're like, "Oh no, we don't do that either."
Mm-hmm. At the beginning of the year, when deductibles have to be met and all of
Right.
these things, paying for new patient specialist is not on anybody's dinner list. I'm going to tell you
Nope.
that right now.
No, I
But
got
yeah,
paid $150. I paid them $150 for them to tell me to go see the lady down the hall.
And still
nope,
no answers.
Nope.
no,
But a scheduled
no,
And Cara,
colonoscopy
you're
and endoscopy.
right, because
so
that's what the GIs do.
That'll be the moneymaker.
Yeah. So I'm
it's
taking a leap,
so annoying.
ladies. I'm taking a leap. And
What?
Donna, I set up to see your functional medicine guy.
Oh,
Yep. So I got my
yay!
first appointment on Tuesday with him. It's over the
Yay!
phone. It sounds like basically like a discovery call kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
About to say
See
he
what
can't
we
listen to
do.
your lungs either. But that's because it's
Not over the
telehealth.
phone. Not over the phone, but yeah, so hopefully that goes good. I'm kind of looking forward to it. They tend to go a little bit more like natural route, and
Yeah.
That's one good thing, is that I will say that the primary that we've seen now a couple of times, this time around said that, she normally sends sick people to the walk-in, but because you're there, we'll go ahead and look. She didn't listen to your lungs, she didn't do anything, but what she did say was that she didn't want to try to put you on another medication because of the meds that you're on, and suggested you go an herbal route. And actually did mention a functional medicine, and that does kind of sound to me like we're on the right track. But
yeah,
how bad is our health system that a doctor who works in the health system just said, "I can't help you, go see a functional medicine"?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well,
That's
that's
actually the one good thing I could
Right.
say about her is she identified a place that doctors aren't gonna be successful at for me.
And
Right?
to top that off, Cara, not to interrupt you, but the last podcast that we had, we talked a lot about if you can't help me, why do I come back to see you in 3 months? She even said, seeing as there's not much I can do, why don't I see you back in 6 months just to redo your meds?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even have to prompt that, because trust me, I was going to prompt it.
Yeah.
right.
I still think that personally, I need my primary care doctor to be like the hub for me. Like back in the day when they were like, they were the point place. That's where you start, right? And then what needs to be kicked out into specialists gets kicked out into specialists. Whereas now they're a little bit more like the train station where they don't really do anything. They don't provide good snacks or nothing anymore either. You know,
Well,
you just gotta kind of stand there till you can get on your next train. So
well, that's my primary function. My primary doctor is. She is the hub, and She sent me to that functional medicine doctor.
yeah,
But I wasn't sent to him in the normal way.
okay.
So like normally you would go. No, Cara, did we just
Sorry.
lose you?
Nope.
Okay.
I think we just lost her
You're
visual,
still
but
there.
she's still here.
That's fine. So normally your doctor would, suggest you going to the functional medicine doctor and then you go see him, you get your like initial visit, and then he sets up some sort of like, direction for you to go. He'll run tests and whatnot, and then you see him again. That wasn't the route that I was given. I was given to the functional medicine doctor because I had injured myself and they were under the impression that I was hypermobile, and they did not want me to be seen by anybody in the physical therapy or chiropractor until I was tested for the hypermobility, or at least seen by a functional medicine doctor to see if that was an issue. Because if they did, they could do more damage to me. And he was right. I am hypermobile.
I love the fact that they knew that that was something that they needed to take care of first. And that's,
And
we're not here to down the health system. It's doing that on its own. But I do want to point out the little good things that are happening. Your
Yeah.
primary, just like Kara's, basically went, I can't help you. I don't want to send you just to this. Why don't you go see this functional medicine doctor, get their opinion and go from there? And that, it sucks. And it really doesn't say much for our health industry, but the fact that we do have some doctors now that are willing to kind of go against the grain,
Well,
I do like that.
and it
well,
could
and they're
partly,
few and far between.
yeah, and it could partly just be too that that doctors are realizing that you know the meds don't always just help. Sometimes it's
Well,
deeper than that, you
yeah.
know.
So for anybody who's actually listening who actually cares, my migraines are not your typical migraines, right? You girls know this. I don't respond to migraine medications. I've had a permanent migraine for since 2019, I think is when it started. The actual like permanent migraine. Like I have one right now. It's always there, but it is not a migraine due to the normal blood flow in the brain. My migraines are probably stemming from um compressed nerves going through my
Spine.
I was trying to say torso. There we go. Like the middle part of your body. Like they could be the reason why my migraines are as bad as they are and as stupid as they are is because the hypermobility is cutting off blood flow into weird places. That he wanted me to go to that place out in Fort Myers.
Oh,
The functional
Yeah.
medicine doctor wanted me to go to a place where they run specific testing. And it's an MRI machine where you're moving your neck to see if there's any impingement in your neck going up and down as you move.
oh wow.
Because for me, like I'm fine, but like out of nowhere, I will see the weird like spots and like everything closes in. And sometimes it's from getting up, and then other times it's from coughing or looking
Mhm.
to the left too fast.
Have they ever mentioned ocular migraines?
No.
No,
Mm-mm. We thought it was due to the binocular vision disorder, but it's not.
no.
No, because the glasses didn't really help. It helped the pain. So this is where they talk about overlapping issues, right, Crystal? Your overlapping symptoms. I had pain that physically went around here, but it also went up here and it wraps around my head back here. So they just assumed that all of that was the same. This pain here was because my eyes are being pulled in the wrong positions. So this pain is now reduced.
But
I
this,
still have up here, and it still goes all the way back here. It almost feels like I'm wearing a sweatband that's too tight and I can't get it off.
wow.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Like it literally, it's like constricting constantly, and I want to rip it off and I can't. But now that I know that I'm hypermobile, right? Now I have a different path to go on.
Right.
If they never told me to go to a functional medicine doctor, I would have never have known that, and I would have still been treating my migraines as if they were, you know,
Normal.
caused by other things. Yeah,
Yeah.
normal.
Every little step forward is still a little step forward. I used to say that all the time. I used to say something very similar. I used to say, in fact, it was my email signature for a very long time. Even if you fall on your face, you're still moving forward. I did, I swear, decades. I
Yep.
used it for decades. Yep. Yeah.
I
And then
love
it started
that.
falling on the floor and I knew how it felt, so I stopped using it. Just falling on your face does not feel like moving forward. I'm gonna tell you right now, but it is in that directional momentum if you really get technical about it. But yeah. So maybe it'll be a new opportunity. I think at this point, new sets of eyes after you've had the same people looking at you for so many years and thinking that one track basis and
Hi, Ariel.
yeah.
No,
Well,
it's so adorable.
and not to mention hi. And she does this when I'm in meetings though. She can't she's not on payroll. Come on. Come over. She's
Normally
not
she
She
on
does
does that
my
payroll.
when you're in
butt.
the meetings.
Oh my god.
I'm picturing her like on like
She,
a meeting with
she
like
walks right
CEOs
past.
and stuff, and Ariel just meow 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 meow
She
meow.
walks
And
past
she
her.
literally walks across my keyboard
She does.
like it's not even
And she
there.
wants to lay right here while I'm typing. Hmm.
Uh-huh. I love
Talon,
it.
go get your cat.
Tell him go get your cat. So you
Mm,
have your appointment on Tuesday for functional medicine.
yes.
Okay.
Yep. So let's see. It's just like the discovery call. I can't imagine there's going to be any, big developmental things or anything like that. But if there is, then maybe we'll jump on here during the week or something.
Heck yeah, man. That'd be awesome. Especially if he gives you like, direction to go to, and
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm hoping
Yep.
that he talks to you, finds your history, looks at your stuff, and is able to be like, well, has anybody mentioned this? And you to go
Yeah.
no and have a new path, and holy shit, that's the right one. That's what I'm trying. That's
I,
what I want to happen.
Mhm.
I'm just saying that if he mentions that you're a chimera, I
Donna
called
said
it
it
first.
first.
Oh my god.
I just want that on record that if you are a true chimera, I said it first.
I
And for
actually
anybody
should bring
listening,
that up. I should actually bring that up.
do you
Because
want to tell the story?
well,
Because
yes,
come
that's
on,
okay.
chimera.
All right. So I've had this horrific history of all of a sudden everything on my labs is positive. Everybody knows what's going on. They got a handle on it. Okay, now we've got answered. And then we recheck my labs in 3 months and they're completely opposite as if those bad labs never happened.
Yep.
Okay. Like to that extent.
There is no exaggeration in what she is stating. These are
None.
facts.
I'm talking about being positive for antibodies and like all sorts of stuff, and then not, just
Hmm.
not. So A few years back, Donna had mentioned that she's like, well, do they always draw from your right arm or your left arm? And we started really kind of looking at it. And I'm like, next time I go to the lab, they always draw on my right. Next time I go to the lab, I'm going to tell them they can't draw on that side. They got to take from my left arm. And sure as shit, that was one of the times that my labs came back and it was completely different. So it's something I think Donna's been tracking for about 4 or 5 years now.
Oh no!
And
I saw
not
the
to
connecting and I was like, get
boost it
through,
on
get
you,
through, get through.
but I can tell
For
you
those of
that,
you who aren't watching
see,
and you're
for
just listening,
me,
we did just lose Cara halfway through her statement.
Oh, I totally forgot about this, by the way.
Oh, I
I just
didn't.
wanted to tell you that.
I didn't, because every time her blood work comes back funky, I'm like, well, did they take it from the left arm? Every time. Oh, good God. For those of you who don't know, chimera is, if I'm not mistaken, Donna, please correct me if I'm wrong, when you're like multiple things at once. Part lion, part fish, part horse, part this, part human, part if I'm not mistaken, is that not correct? You're multiple things at
A
once?
chimera is an yep. We lost you.
Mid-sentence. Welcome back, Cara.
what sentence was it? Do you remember?
That you were stating that I had said that Donna stated that I might be and then we lost you. A chimera.
She mentioned the fact that she said, pay attention. Pay attention to what side they're drawing off of when they do your labs. And I did for like quite a long time. And I did it to the point where, so to prove that this medication is doing what it's supposed to be doing, this med that I have to take, I should be improving. And once I have not backtracked at all for 1 year, that means I can come off of the medicine.
Okay.
Okay. That has been pretty consistent since last March.
From her right arm.
Okay.
From my right arm.
Only from the right arm. Got it.
Only ever from the right arm. But, so if I could have made it to March, I'd have been good.
Okay.
And we could have considered me being in like a remission.
Okay.
But now the lab's backslid. And I have some things that have crept back up. So
Did you take it from the left arm?
I still took it. I took it from the right arm still. But that is honestly like the first right arm draw I've had since I had to get this going.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry. That's the first
Left
time.
arm.
That's the first time this arm has given me results that went backwards.
Okay.
So now I gotta wonder, okay, so could it be just because I'm sick? Because I'm just talking at this point about like my inflammatory markers and my MPO and things like that. Because my MPO went up a little bit and my CRP went up a little bit. It's at 29 now. It's still a hell of a sight better than the 53 I started at. I'm gonna say that. So, but it could be skewed too because I was sick. So I'm hoping that she's like, hey man, we're not gonna track this set. Let's try you again.
Well, you were away, Cara. We were talking about the chimera, and Crystal was explaining it. I pulled up the definition, Crystal. A chimera is depicted as a lion with a goat's head protruding from its back and a tail ending with a snake's head.
Right, so
that is traditionally what a chimera is.
Some people's friends like
Cara,
them.
on the other hand.
Now me, mine are trying to make me like 15 different animals all in one.
No, you're
And if
just trying to be
that's the
like
case,
Pokemon. You're just trying to catch them all.
I should have more energy than I do today, if that's the case.
It's true.
But yeah, so we'll have to see. But the Chimera thing was interesting.
You need to bring that up.
And then
You really
I
should.
probably will to the functional medicine guy.
He may actually
Yes.
be like, that's something to look at.
Well, and I think that we need to, why has nobody revisited this pain situation with me? We got to get into the weird pain situations that I have.
Yeah. Yes.
Outside of most people. That's a whole nother episode. Maybe we'll do that one in the next few weeks.
Next time. Yeah.
Yeah. But I can say,
All right.
track your stuff. Everybody start tracking things.
Yep.
Track, yes.
Because it is showing trends. And I think that...
Or talk to your friends. Talk to your friends, because your friends will see patterns that you might not see. And if you don't have friends, message us. Comment on us. We will see it. I promise you we will read your comments. And Crystal always reminds us all, we are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify. And I'm working to get us on Apple.
And I'm on the couch. Definitely in bed.
And we're on YouTube, and we're also on Snapchat, and all of the fun stuff. So come find us, message us, send us a direct message, whatever you'd like. Comment, like, subscribe. If you thought we were funny or thought that we were interesting enough to share with your friends, definitely pass us along. We're trying to build this community so everybody can work together, as Donna said, to go through this muck of a healthcare. It's not even a system anymore. So we got to do it all together. Join us.
Yep. Join us.
C.D.C.
All right,
Unfiltered.
everybody. Till next time. C.D.C. Unfiltered.
Have a great week,
Have a great
everybody.
night.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.